Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1939 Underwood Leader vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. A very unique piece of history made around the Great Depression as a budget typewriter, which did not include certain functions like the tabulator, color selector switch, a right margin, a bell, and a touch control, and other features that I'll show you along the way. I'm going to load this page first, and then we'll set that left margin. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. Sometimes on the Champion or the Universal, they'll have 2 to 3 rollers and maybe even a scale. This one doesn't have any of those functions. And this is your left margin. I'm just going to set that on the edge, and there, as you can see, there is no right margin at all. And there's no bell, so you just kind of got to eye that out. When you get close to wherever you want to stop and hit this line space, skips 1 or 2 spaces and gets you back to the beginning of the left margin. It actually has 3 spaces on this, which is kind of surprising. So if you want to switch it to double, you just flip this switch down into the middle. It skips 2. One more down all the way to the bottom. It skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep that on single and finish typing. And as you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence on this next line. Absolutely beautiful. The action on this is so amazing, just like the Underwoods of this era. So all they did was take out those extra functions, but the rest of it is still perfect. And it's got this really beautiful crinkle black coat. It's really nice condition, and I don't see any chip paint or anything on this. To pull the page out easier, there's a switch on the right side. You flip that forward, unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier. Load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. This does have a backspace. Very smooth. And on the right side, this is your ribbon reverse or ribbon ratchet. You can wind the ribbon up. Right now it's pulling to the right side. If you want it to, because all the brand new ribbons loaded on this left side, but if you want to switch the direction, you just flip this switch here to the front of the machine and it'll start pulling to the left side. Flip it to the back, it pulls to the right. And you can pop off these two, just kind of squeeze them and pop them off like that. And you can see the ribbon spools. And I'm just not going to take that one off. But that's what it looks like when you wind it up. And then this pops right back on with the bent side on the back first, and then that just snaps right on like that. And one carriage release on the right side of the carriage, very smooth. This is one of the best, in my opinion, one of the better typewriters ever made. The Underwood 4 banks and the Champion and the Universal. Even though this doesn't have all the functions of those machines, it still has really awesome action. And uh, if you don't need to use those functions, this will actually probably last a lot longer, because the maintenance on all those extra features can become taxing over time. This little lever here, if you flip it forward, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You flip it back and you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is 1 space. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques. That's the lock, by the way. This will lock the carriage right there like that. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around causing damage to your escapement or your knobs. And that's it.